Hello, I am Max from Test Drive Blogs, and today we're going to talk about all the things that are broken on my cheap Lexus LS400. And the sun is really bright. So on the outside of the car, everything seems to be pretty fine, other than a few very, very small things, which is mainly these side marker lights here that don't work on either side. All the headlights work, the marker lights on the bumper work, and the turn signals work. And it's the same on this side too. You can see when I put my shadow on it, there's no light in there, and I believe that there is a light in there that should be lighting up right now. And other than that, as I showed in the previous video that I made, this rear taillight does not work. The other side does, this side doesn't. And other than that, I think that's pretty much all of the exterior things that are broken. And I use broken as a very light term. And then coming on the inside, there's a few things that are broken in here that I would like to fix. Specifically, as you can tell, we have a power tilting and telescoping steering wheel, which doesn't work if the key's off apparently. But, so we have the controls for the tilt away, whatever. I have it on, not on auto, because, as you can see, it telescopes just fine. But it doesn't tilt. Apparently it'll tilt up, but somebody already tilted it all the way up, so it's kind of stuck in its farthest most up position, which is fantastic. As I was saying, I use broken as a very loose term because I'm also going to talk about the fact that the seat is ripped right here, and then actually on the outside, if you look, the pinstripe is not in the best of condition, but it's, you know, it's more of broken, worn out stuff that I would like to fix pretty much on this car, is what I'm talking about in this video. And then one other thing is that the trip odometer is used by selecting this button here. As you can tell, it does literally nothing, and the reset button does nothing. So I need to figure out why this doesn't work, because I believe it should work, because it should switch to trip. And I want a trip because I want to know my fuel mileage and everything without having to think about what mileage I was at whenever I filled up. The rest of the gauges are fine. Actually, I know these have common problems with the like the needles burning out or whatever. This one's like pretty much perfect. I don't really notice any kind of imperfections with the gauges themselves, which is fantastic. And also a little fun fact, as you can tell here, and also on the back, whenever I showed the back of the car, there's a little antenna on top of the rear window. Well, this is for the car phone that would have came with the car. Sadly, this car does not have the actual car phone with it anymore, but it does have the controls here on the steering wheel for it. I guess like you select different lines or something and you mute with this, or I don't know. It has this and the antenna, so that's kind of cool. One of the biggest complaints I have about stuff being broken is the screens here for the climate control and the clock do not work. I mean, I say that, but they worked once for me. When it was really, really hot in here and I got in one day, they were actually working and showing, it showed, you know, max cold and then completely wrong time over there. But for the most part, they do not work. So that's actually fairly easy fix, as I've seen on the internet. Also, a lot of these are actually common, extremely common problems with these cars. The steering wheel and the climate control thing are very, very common on these cars. So I'll probably be fixing them in the future at some point, but not quite yet. And then the final thing I'm gonna be talking about in this video that's broken, or not really broken, but worn out, is the hood struts. You see the hood will not hold itself up. So the hood struts need to be replaced. Everything else under the engine bay seems to be fine. Have had no problems with like check engine lights or anything, so that's nice. And that's it. And so those are the things that are broken slash worn out slash I need to replace on my car, my Lexus LS400. If you have any questions about this car or anything, leave them in the comment section below, because I haven't really answered much of anything relating to it. So the sun is really bright, if you didn't realize. But that's all that. So thank you all so much for watching this video, and I'm out of here. See ya.